If anything, I learned to do the right things with what I have control over, and that is my eating. And of course, I have the advantage of a bitchin' living situation. It's become apparent, though, that um, so-called civilization butting up against my living quarters, well, it's proven to be psychologically disruptive for me. It's disoriented. It's been such a distraction that it's almost like this is was meant to be this way. And and if I don't pay attention to the genuine feelings that I'm having, even if they're bad feelings, you see, that's what is terrible. I mean, it's kind of hard enough. I hate this conversation, by the way. I hope all of it changes, pretty soon. I know that change is here in my life. I've been trying to make space, and I still don't feel like I have near. And it's not that much. You see, if I just concentrate, God, I hate this conversation because most people aren't interested. They want to hear about narcissism. But I'm here to tell you, if you want me to switch it over from the fact that I need to declutter, and it's not that much, only like one big truckload, to just get it out of here and just say, okay. I've tried to save some books from being from being thrown out, but it's like I have some books that I want to get rid of because it's not exactly my genre reading. I mean, there's a book that I have there that I appreciate. There's some books that I've held on and put in certain drawers that have enlightened me, and I'm sure that every other book could be that way. But then again, honestly, babe, it's just like TV. Every other commercial, every other report, a show, thing that you're being fed isn't worth the time spent. It's really not worth the way it takes your experience of perhaps the experience you need to have away. You need to drop it, like mom would say to me when I was a kid. I don't know about you, but would kind of say, you know what, I'm turning that thing off and go play outside. Get out of meta. The thing that has made a lot of us genuinely altered forever really is it's just this collective subconscious. You can call it, it's an effort to rewire your subconscious mind. If you want me to talk honestly about it, that's exactly what causing trauma with fear and the fear of death, of course, and everything else, and just ongoing really is um, that's the convenience available there, is to have your subconscious mind exposed, in fact unraveled, and then the opportunity to rewire it by how you get something fed into you that is of the real experience that you're just waiting to hear the sound of your what your heart already knows, to tell you the truth. And that you're awake enough, perhaps by the time you are in that state rendered of complete egolessness. You have fear. You have been traumatized. You've been ripped out of the socket, and now you need replacement of something. There's where you do not want to run into a red herring, is what they're called, as a fake master, a fake prophet. You want somebody who will give you the real self, the real you, the one who will say, well, by the way, congratulations. Now you can get into the fact that you're just the experiencer and not the experience itself. And never were you ever the experience itself. You are this moment now. There is a way to expand your awareness to the point of, see, this is not the mind, this is not the minds or any people's or one person who thinks that they are more real than now is cup of tea. By the way, that's all we could do, is have a cup of tea and say, can you just breathe? Because the mind gets, I've been talking about this now just for a little bit. The thing that happens to a mind when it's time to leave, it's time to die. Of course it's going to have anxiety. It is the holy fucking famous, infamous panic attack. Why is it there? Well, let's not ever solve the problem of the mind, because that means the mind has to disappear, and we're up to that problem again. Just can we? Is there something else we can do other than that? Let's go on a roller coaster ride, and it does. Oh, the mind will say you have to do anything and everything. One of the stupider ones, right? It's the ego that says you haven't went on a roller coaster yet, you haven't skydived yet, you haven't ridden horseback yet, you haven't went on a fucking island and lived there for 2 weeks yet, you haven't went to the Bahamas yet, you haven't went to Egypt yet, you haven't climbed Mount Everest yet, you haven't. Fuck. Yes, I have. You can say yes, I have, because I am the one mind. I've started trends. It's already happening. When you see capitalized letters, birds in the word, full-on sentences that say something else that is magically unraveling your fucking mind and rejoining it until you're saying, hallelujah, I've been saved, going on in somebody else's text, in somebody else's posts, that's me. Even though some people are already doing it, you can kind of see it, but no. When you see an influx and you start seeing the real life birds in the words, just from people, especially, I'm seeing it, babes, my friends are doing it on Facebook already. Why? You can't knock it. The word now in the word know, KNOW, by the way, it's now. We already got that straight, right? And you're a child thinking about this now. Think with me now. Why would that sound now change if you just take the K away? It's still the word now. The word know is in the word now. If we take the W away, it's the word no. And even if you put a K there, it's silent. It doesn't matter. It would be the word no. Why does it change to no if we're just putting a K there? It's still now. Kids, do you think that there's such a thing as kind of syntax error happening, like if we were a PC and then we were talking to each other and we say things, maybe we're saying things a little bit wrong that takes us away from the fact of what is we're actually talking about? Comment section down below. Think with me. Don't blow a fuse. Close the doors. Turn out the lights. Lock the windows. You can do it. 11:11. Are we in